Hi guys, in this video I'm going to take you through a 20-minute workout that you can do during lockdown without equipment. And today's focus is going to be a tabata interval workout, so working cardio, and we're also going to be doing some stretching. So if you want to sort out your posture, do something about your mobility, get stronger and be more active during this lockdown, watch this video because it will help. Hi guys, I'm Ollie. I can help you to stand up taller and be stronger. And in this video series, we're running through lockdown workouts that you can do without equipment at home. So we're on day 5 and we're working cardio. So just before I explain what's on the menu for today, I would just like to say a quick medical disclaimer. If you do have any injuries, illnesses, or if you're changing your current level of physical activity, it's always advisable to check in with your doctor just to make sure it's safe with you. Now for today's workout in particular, because we're going to get your heart rate up, feel free if you need to pause the video, then by all means do that. If you need to grab a sip of water, just make sure that it feels right for you. If you're pushing yourself too much, it's not going to be fun, but if you can always just take it at your own pace, even though I'm going to be telling you to push yourself because, you know, that's part of doing exercise. Cool, okay, so that fun part out of the way, today's session we're going to start off with part 1, which is going to be on mobility, and we're doing as well some cardio and dynamic stretches to get our body warm and ready. That's going to be the first 10 minutes. I'll put 10 minutes on the timer there, which I'll also share with you in the description. And as part of those cardio sessions, as we've done in the previous days of the week, you've got a level 1, which is our lower impact alternative, and a level 2, which is our higher impact alternative. So if you've got dodgy knees or anything like that, then you can do the level 1 alternative. Okay, once we've done all that 10 minutes of warming up, dynamic stretches, I'll explain to you a little bit of technique and the options that are available as we come into our tabata circuit. So the basic principle is we're going to be doing 20 minutes of intense exercise, as much as you can of the repetitions of one exercise, and then you have 10 seconds rest. So I'll explain the options that you've got there because I've given you, as usual, a level 1 and a level 2. So if you want something that's more challenging, you can try the level 2. Once I've demonstrated the technique and given you those options, we'll move on to the chunky bit of tabata, which only lasts 4 minutes, but it's really good at getting the heart rate up. And after we've done those sets of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds in total, so 4 on one exercise, 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest, and so on, then we'll do 4 sets on another exercise. So that might be a bit confusing, don't worry, when we get down to it, it'll all be clear. Basically, you're just doing 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Finishing off with some stretching, which I'll explain as we get down to it. Okay, cool, so making sure you got yourself some water, pushing any chairs, tables, all the rest of it out of the way so you've got a space, and we'll get cracking. Okay, so for the first bit, we're going to be doing a little bit of mobility. So starting off with the chin, so head down towards the chest and then up towards the sky. We'll do around 5 of those in each position, checking in how that feels to your body, just warming up into the neck. Last one's here. And then looking forward. Okay, side to side then. So twisting through the neck one way and then the other way. Can you keep this quite dynamic? So even though this isn't a traditional Pilates class, we can still have that awareness of our body. We can feel that we're still controlling the movements as we go through the session today. Okay, coming back to the center, into the shoulders then. So big circles through the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and 1, changing direction, going the other way for 4 again, 3, 2, 1. Okay, taking the arms, making sure you've got space behind you, doing a few of these circles. So we'll go for around 5 in each direction, 3, 2, 1, and changing direction, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Feet together then, pushing the hips out to the side, then these circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change direction, going back the other way for 5, 4, 3. Nice. How does that feel? A little hula hooping motion, warming up into the low back and into the hip. Stay with the feet together. We'll circle the knees around now for 5, each direction. Nice little bend in the knee, just taking it through a range of movement and then going back the other way. Try to keep your feet on the floor if you can. If they do come up a bit, it's not too too much of a bad thing. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, separating the feet, coming up onto the heels, and we'll start to circle the wrist. Cool. So as we come into this next section where we're doing a bit of cardio, I'll explain what we're doing as we're doing it. So we're going to alternate between a cardio exercise and a dynamic stretch, and we'll do that for 4 rounds in total. And I'll give you some options. Take the wrist together again and just do this little sideways motion, one way and then the other way, and then forwards, backwards. Cool. Okay, nice. So last bit we'll do just into the hips and the spine. So just doing these little circles, one side and then the other side. Go for 5 of these on each. Ooh. Seeing how that is through the hip. Nice. And here we're just going to balance on one leg and then push the hip out to the side. So this is a mini activation exercise. Should be feeling this in the side of the torso. I should say into the side of the hip. Trying to keep balance through the other leg, activating those smaller gluteal muscles, those side butt muscles that keep our pelvis stable. So pushing out to the side, small contraction here. Try and make sure that you feel it in the side of the hip. We'll go for 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so releasing off there. And now one last mobility movement. So coming into this twist, my favorite mobilization exercise, because we're getting the whole spine all the way from the ankles up through the knees, low back, up through the rest of the spinal column, and then into the arms a little bit. And you can twist the head as well, so we get it all the way up to the neck, the top part of the spine. Okay, so once we've done 1 more of those on each side, we're going to release off and then coming back to the center. So it's worth noting, if you want to put some music on in the background, feel free, because that can help you to stay motivated. And now we're going to come on to our cardio and dynamic stretches. So first things first, we're going to do high knees. So this level 1, where you're just doing a low impact alternative, you're just marching on the spot. Or if you want to do level 2, coming into this high knees jog. So it's your choice which one you want to follow. We'll start in 5 seconds, either going into those high knees with a march or into the jog. Off we go. So 30 seconds here. Inhaling, exhaling, trying to raise your knees up quite high if you're doing this jog. Nice. So here we're getting the heart rate up, making sure we're not getting injured as we come into our HIIT circuit, our tabata circuit for today. Nice. Last 5 seconds, whichever option you're on. And then we're going to come into the next exercise, which I'll demonstrate now. So level 1, you're either just going to be coming into a lunge on its own. Don't have to go too deeply, but make sure you feel a stretch in the front of the hip. So that's where we want to feel the stretch. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, then raise the arm up on the side that the leg is back on. So raising up one side and then the other. So off we go. Keeping that going. Don't have to go too deep down into the stretch, but just make sure you feel it on the front part of the hip. We'll do 10 more seconds of this. One way and then the other. Nice. Last one's here then, and then we'll come back up. Okay, here. First option is to split the feet forwards and backwards, like so. A little bit of an awkward dance move maybe. Raising the arms up again, like so. Option number 2 is to do that same movement but with a little bit of a jump. And you can make it harder if you want to by doing it a bit faster. Okay, off we go. So either doing it with the level 1, or level 2, a little bit of a jump involved. Okay, so finding your rhythm, controlling your breathing. I go for a last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, last one we're going to do on these warm-ups, side stretch, like so. Either just with the low body, little stretch into the inner thigh, the adductors, adductors, you want to take it a bit further, as you come across, reach over with your arm, side stretch, come back up. Reach over with the arm, side stretch, come back up. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's do one more of those on each side. And then come back up to that start position. Just nice and fast now, jogging on the spot. Remember, you can always march if you want to. 30 seconds here. Just focus on getting the heart rate up so you're nice and warm. You're not going to get injured as we come into the next walk through, as I take you through the exercises we'll be doing in our high intensity circuit. Okay, last bit then. Go for 10 more seconds. A little bit faster if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, cool. So first one we're going to do, when we come into the tabata training, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 burpees. 4 sets of burpees for 20 seconds, I should say. So option 1 with the burpee, so you just do it as a walkthrough. This can be seen as like a Pilates burpee or just a walkthrough. Don't worry about the word burpee because it puts people off. So bracing your abdomen, you can do this with me. Take the hands onto the floor, one leg back, other leg back, stand back up, all the way up. If this doesn't feel right, you can do it on a raised surface such as a sofa or a chair. Put your hands onto the chair. What shall I do here? Step back, step forward, stand up. You may find if you haven't got that much mobility, that's going to be easier for you. So that's option number 1 of the burpee. Option number 2 is you do the burpee with a jump, coming back, bracing. You're in a plank position, bracing the abdomen, body is long. You jump forward and you come up. Don't worry about jumping at the top because we're going to try and go for as many reps as possible rather than trying to jump as high as we can. Okay, so that's the first exercise. You pick your level. Level 1, just walking it through either with the chair or on the floor. Level 2, you do it with the burpee and the jump, as I just demonstrated. We'll do that for 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 rounds. And then we'll come into the next exercise for 4 rounds. First option is to do a mountain climber, just stepping through into the hands. So foot comes down, step forward, and you can go a little bit faster like this. Level 1, the feet stay on the floor as you come forward. Level 2, you're going to bring the knees in towards your chest, like so, without touching down. So inhaling, exhaling, knees in the middle, trying to brace in the abdomen and keep pressing down into the floor with the hands so that you feel your shoulder blades are spread across your back. Okay, so we've got 1 minute to go. I'm going to grab a sip of water before we begin. So as we're doing these 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds in total, first half burpees, second half mountain climbers. Remember, your breath, extremely important. Try to breathe out with each movement, at least once, because your body will automatically breathe in for you. So, starting off, 30 seconds till we go into this first round. With the burpees, either just walking it through or the jump back. Inhale, exhale. Feel what's going on in your abdomen. Make sure your low back is fixed in position as you come down into the burpee. And your breathing is constant. Get ready, 10 seconds. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll focus on our breathing. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Nice, 15 seconds left. Halfway. Let's go, final few repetitions. Try and get 1 more in. Okay, recovery, 10 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll go for a second round of your burpee. Either level 2 with me or level 1, you're walking it through. Off we go. Nice, keep going. Bracing the abdomen still, 10 seconds left. 5. Let's do 1 more. 10 seconds rest. Breathe in, breathe out. Get ready to go again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice, 10 seconds left, keep going. Almost there. Oh, it's tough. One more. Back up to the top. Nice, breathe in, breathe out. One more round on the burpees. Let's go. See if you can get 3 more. Last ones. And back up. Okay, into the mountain climbers then. Remember, level 1, feet can touch down. Level 2, feet stay off the floor. 20 seconds. Focus on breathing out. Halfway. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, who chose these exercises? Chase. Okay, second round. 3 more rounds to go, then we stretch. Off we go. Keep going. You know it's tough. It's a good thing, you're challenging yourself. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Last 2 rounds. Breathe. 5 seconds. But off we go again. Halfway. Keep going. Almost there. 1 more set to go and then we stretch. Time. Okay, last round. It's good. Let's go, last round. Big push now. Strongest yet, fastest yet. Dig deep. 10 seconds. Almost there. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Time. No, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wishful thinking there. Okay. Oh, God. Breathe. 5 minutes. First minute, just get your breath back. Find a position where you can sit down, either kneeling, just with the feet on the floor. Focus on getting your breath back to normal. You can reach your arms up to the sky. Long breath out. Deep breath in. You can even take your hands behind you. Lift the chest slightly. Nice. So we're going to come into a few stretches now. Going through the whole of the body because we worked everything today. First option, you're going to stay as you are, hands behind you. Feet can be on the floor. Fingers pointed out behind you to the sides. And we're going to lift, starting off just lifting the chest, bending the elbows. Should feel a stretch in the top front part of the chest. Inhale, exhale. Hold it for just a little bit longer. Ooh. God, that's good stuff, eh? Well, I mean, it's good stuff now. It wasn't so nice at the time. Oh, how does that feel for you? Are you as out of breath as I am? Nice, okay, so we'll finish with that stretch. Okay, you can either stay in that position, or if you can get into it, take the feet, cross them over so the shins are on the floor. We're going to come into a hip stretch. If it doesn't feel right on the knees, by pushing the hips up, just stay with the hips on the floor. Stay with just the chest stretch. You can bend the elbows, maybe taking them a little bit further. Behind you, lifting the chest. Oh, one more breath here. and then releasing off. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a hamstring stretch from a seated position. So legs can be out in front of you. In fact, you can bend the knees if you've got really tight in the hamstrings. The important thing here is to keep your torso upright. So I'll demonstrate from the side. Keep your torso upright, fold forward from the hip, bring the lower abdomen towards the top of the thigh. You may find you're not getting that much of a stretch here. Start to come down a little bit further, holding onto the shin or onto the toes. And you can start to draw the heels away from you, draw the toes towards you. Nice, so you should get a stretch on the back of the thigh. If you're more flexible than I am in the hamstrings, feel free to straighten the legs. However, you'll probably find you get more from the stretch in the back of the leg, especially if you're tight in the hamstrings, by keeping the knees bent. And it's not about how far you get the head down, it's about how close you can get the low back to the top of the upper thigh. Last breath, and then releasing off. Okay, adductor stretch, so similar idea. I'm going to take the legs out wide. This time I'm going to creep the hands forward. If you need to bend the knees again, you can do. If you can keep the legs straight by drawing the toes in. You should feel this on the inside of the thigh, so try and keep the legs pointing out as far as you feel that it's still stretching the inner thigh, because you don't want to get it on the knee, on the outside of the knee. So if you need to adjust by bending the knee or just taking the legs in a little bit, feel free to do that. If, however, you can, stretch the legs a little bit further, sit up tall, and then exhale coming forward. Nice, we'll hold a little bit longer here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. From here, either feet flat on the ground or into this shin box position. We're going to stretch up on the side that the knee's pointing out on, reaching up to the sky and coming across the body. Ooh. Reaching over, holding position. Inhale, exhale. Nice. So hopefully your heart rate's back under control. Nice, that little blast we did from today's session. And we'll come back to the middle position, releasing off. Same thing on the other side. So feet, we're going to switch them, reaching up to the sky. Oh, ignore the timer. We'll do the last couple of stretches here. Inhale, exhale. Nice. And then releasing off. Okay, so from this position, you can take the leg that's on top, either putting it to the in front of the shin or to the other side of the thigh. You're going to sit up nice and tall, drawing the thigh in towards you. And by sitting up tall and drawing the thigh in towards you, you should feel a stretch on the outside of the hip on that leg that's crossed on top. Holding in position. Remember, if it's too much, just have this foot in front of you, doing the same process. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release off. Do the same thing on the other side. So foot can come flat, either just holding in front of you, twisting through the body, or if you can, take the foot on the other side of the lowered thigh and draw in, try and support on the thigh rather than the knee itself when you're applying that pressure. Breathing in, breathing out. Almost finished. We'll do one more stretch after this. Releasing off. Okay, last stretch we do into the quads, so the front part of the thigh. Lie on your side, the top leg, bring it in towards you, holding onto the shin and drawing back. You can kind of open up your hips here. I found that's quite nice for the front part of the shin. And you're either drawing on the front part of the thigh, and you're pulling in on the lower leg. You should feel that stretch here on the top leg, top thigh. Last breath. And releasing off. Okay, cool. So other side, same idea. Bending the knee, bring it in front of you, and drawing back finding the position that's right for you, holding on in this way. Try and make sure you're not cramping in the side of the torso, you're keeping it open through the hip and holding on to the foot or the shin on that top leg. Last breath here, and then we'll release off. Cool. Okay, so well done for making it through today's class. It was a bit of a tough one, so congratulations, because I made it intentionally difficult. So this has been day 5 of our Quick Fix Pilates, so lockdown workouts at home without equipment. I've been Ollie. I'm going to have a shower because I'm a bit drenched in sweat, so I imagine you are as well. As always, make sure you stay hydrated, eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, and leave a comment in the box below if you managed to get this far. Give this video a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Share it with anyone who might benefit from using the video. And if you subscribe to my channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you follow me on my Facebook business page, OG Pilates, then you'll see more videos like this in the future. Tomorrow I'll be uploading a stretch routine. It's a little bit slower, lighter pace, but working more flexibility for the weekend. Cool. Okay, so see you in the next video. Have fun, have a shower, and stay safe.